Shout out to my boy J Monkey for the intro. Good looking out. Love it. Happy 420, everybody.
Anyways, welcome to Random Videos by Brandy. I'm Brandy. Keep it PG-13 in the comments below. Give me a like, subscribe to the video, and we're gonna move on to signs that your friends might be a little sketchy, or that maybe you should find new people to hang out with, because I have some, like, it's either the top 9 or 10 characteristics of a person who's being sketchy and that you need to remove from your life. Toxic, narcissistic, and usually they start off being your best friends, which is the crazy thing about it. But this is something I learned from, what is it called, Brainy Dose. I was watching a video on Brainy Dose, and they're the ones who gave me the idea to do a video on this, because when they started talking, I looked into it and I was like, wow, I found a little bit more than, because they had like the top 3, and I went on Google, and did a few more little things, and lo and behold, I had a whole page full of stuff. I was like, wow, I make a video. So while we smoke this platinum gelato, we are going to go over who we need to stay away from and how we know we need to stay away from them. Okay, now we're gonna go from the least. I think it starts off the way that I did it. It's kind of like the least of the signs to the worst. So, like, the beginning ones are gonna be your more minor, and the ones closer to the end, which I'll remind you by numbering them going down from 1. I'm gonna start with number 10. Signs that you're being lied to, or someone's being super sketchy and just trying to, like, get you out of the picture for some reason. But whatever it is, either drop this friend, get that divorce, if it's a family member, you might need to talk to that person or get them, love them from a distance. I don't know. But regardless, number 10 is that this person is going to begin to act differently regardless what you do, and no matter how much you try to act the same and lead by example, this person's going to act different, and it's not going to be in a positive way. No specifics on that one, just basically they're going to act different and not in a positive way. So I don't know if that means just cold shoulder, I don't know if it means aggressiveness, I don't know if it means just anything, but yeah. So number 9 is that they'll avoid you when you want to hang out. So anytime you want to hang out, or if you want to talk on the phone, they will, like, those people who never want to talk on the phone, they never want to hang out. Like, whenever you text them, they never text back for, like, ever. Avoid those people. Like, I don't have any friends or, like, people in my life, really. I text my brother and my daughters, and it's kind of, I don't know, I really don't do a lot of texting. My friend Tony, but anyways, yeah, text people who don't text back, don't show up, don't speak whenever you want to, like, when you need them. Definitely find somewhere to compartmentalize those people where you won't, where they won't be as important anymore, because you're obviously not that important to them, so they need to be in a compartment in your life as well. Number 8, they do favors to be sweet, and they also make plans and things to be really sweet, but when they actually, like, when the truth comes out, there's always a reason behind the things they do, because it's always like they're doing this favor, this sweet thing, because they're about to let the other shoe drop, and they either have some bad news or they're going to tell you something else sketchy they did, or they're going to do something sketchy and they've already got it planned out, and they just kind of, like, when you're like, what the fuck, why'd you do that, they're going to soften the blow by being like, but I did XYZ for you. So be careful of like random favors that just come out of nowhere and that are not warranted. Like, I mean, something as simple as taking the trash out or whatever, that's nothing. But if someone like just, brings you a card or, money, or if someone like say your man brings you flowers for no reason and he's not that kind of guy. Some guys do that just naturally, some don't. If he's not that kind of guy, or he brings you a Starbucks card or a Starbucks or whatever, and he knows that you drink or whatever, just naturally, and he's not that dude. Yeah, there's something going on. And same with friends. Like, watch out for girls too, because girls will lure you in with shit like makeup, clothes, and things like that. And then next thing you know, they will use you, and they'll be needing a ride, they be needing this, they be needing that, and it's like, girl, I got a life. That's why I don't have friends, because I've been used, y'all. I've been used so bad by so many people. Like, I can't even lie. I always choose the wrong friends, and the friends that I tend to choose, they always want something from me. And like, I don't mind giving people rides. I don't mind doing like people's hair and makeup. I actually love doing people's hair and makeup. But there's just certain things, I don't know. I'm not even gonna go there right now. Well, that'll be a whole, we'll just story time, and I will explain why, and I'll tell you, I'll actually talk about the people. We'll come up with names and stuff, though. So, anyways, we're moving on. Number 7, you know, they will lie about you and manipulate other people to think negative about you so that when they do their fuckery, it's going to look like they're going to be like, oh, yeah, well, that girl is so crazy. Remember when I told you that she was like crazy and that she was like on some bullshit? Well, see, I told you. But really, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like, that's not even how that went. And, that's not whatever. But why would you do me like that? We're supposed to be friends. You know, I like, if someone lies on you or about you, get them the fuck away from you. Because a person who will either gossip about you, for one, whether it's the truth or not, if they gossip about you, 9 times out of 10, they're lying about you as well. And you don't need that. They're either lying on you or about you. And it's usually so that they can make themselves feel better, because they find something about you that they can, like, exaggerate. And so that it's not like they're completely lying. And they'll exaggerate the fuck out of it. And then when they do their bullshit, they'll be like, rather, they'll hide their shit by gossiping about you. So, yeah, I'm really hip to that one. That's nothing new. Now, here's something else that people will do. And if you've been in a long friendship, a long relationship, just, don't get hurt by this. Let this be a sign that you can be strong and get the heck away from that person quickly, is that they will distance themselves from you. I know it sounds crazy that they would want to distance themselves from you or whatever, but I mean, if they start distancing themselves from you, and like they start distancing themselves like from mutual friends, or else hanging out with your mutual friends without you there and stuff, you need to get them away from you, because they don't have your best interest at heart. They're obviously, for one, you have to have some type of social life. It's very healthy to have a social life. And if this person would do that, they're obviously not your friend. As a matter of fact, your best friend is probably always going to come in this form right here. In case you couldn't tell what that was, that's a dog. And her name's Coco. For those of you who've never been here before, Coco, you want to say hi? Say hi to people. Say hi, dear. Here. Say hi. Okay. She's being weird, so she's like, I don't know what she's doing. I think she's trying to even scratch her back, but my hands are very full right now. Anyways, yeah, so the whole distancing thing, don't go for that. If they try to distance themselves, it's their loss. Let them go, And this one's obvious. Demeaning, like, this is number 5, by the way, in case you wonder where we are. They're demeaning, bullying, trying to belittle you, make you feel like someone that you know you're not, like, and, like, you feel cute that day or whatever, and they'll be like, say, like, I got a band-aid on my head. This is because I'm having a bad hair day today. Because, you know, when I went to Vegas, I was using dry shampoo because I didn't want to shampoo my hair every day. And it fucked with my scalp. So now we're fixing that. But anyways, so I'm having a bad hair day. They'd be like, if this was my shit, and like, this is how I'd really dress. And I was feeling myself. And, you know, I see my friend and he or she, like, say it's my husband or whatever, if I had a boyfriend, if I didn't have a husband or whatever. And he's like, that doesn't look cute on you. Like, I'm feeling myself though. Don't worry about it because I'm feeling myself. But like, you know, that's bullying. That's making you feel like less than. Trying to make you feel like less than. But don't ever let that shit work because you are the shit, you know? Like, there's only one you, and no one can be you like you. So be you and be you the way you envision yourself. However you envision yourself is how you are. Like, let me put it this way. If I wanted to be weak and meek and, like, I don't know, just one of those people who doesn't really speak out about how I feel and everything, I could be like that and everyone would see me that way. But, you know, I wake up every day and I literally talk so much that I talk to myself so much it drives my significant other crazy. Like, I might not be talking to myself. To me, I'm talking to my dog or talking about just whatever, but to him, he's like, stop talking to yourself. Anyway, off subject. So, yeah, you know, when people lie on you or just talk about you in general, those kind of go hand in hand. Um, all the distancing, lying, all that's manipulation to make you feel like you don't have your friends for one, like you have no one, and that's not cool. They want you to feel bad about yourself and like you don't have someone. That's obviously not a friend, so you don't want that person in your life. If a person is willing to allow you to do like anything for them and just do them favor after favor. And you know, I've even tested this one before. Like, I know that sounds fucked up, and that was me being manipulative, but I tested it because it was like, is this person really gonna allow me to do that? But I did, you know, later on say, you know, you're a pushover. Don't let anyone do that to you. I would have never let you go through with that, but nope, you're a pushover. Anyways, like, if a person will allow you to do anything, they're not your friend. They're going to tell you there's a limit, there's a line that has to be drawn. And you don't loan out certain amounts of money, you don't loan out certain clothes, you know, there's just certain things that we don't do as friends or as spouses or anything else. Like, there's give and take, and everyone knows when they've given and when they've taken. So make sure you keep that equal because that's a lot in a friendship. I'm not saying it's always going to be equal, but try to keep it as equal as possible. You know what I mean? Because no friendship should be one-sided. Not a relationship, a friendship, no relationship of any kind should be one-sided. And then, you know, some people just don't give a fuck about how you feel, and some people don't care to tell you. If someone tells you straight up, hey, I don't give a fuck how you feel, if you're like, hey, I feel like things are a little different than they used to be. And they're like, well, I don't care how you feel. Everything's the same, so get over it. That's kind of mean. I don't know if that's a real situation, but it didn't sound right to me. But that is a thing, and people do that. Some people don't care how you feel. And if a person acts like they don't care how you feel, actions speak louder than words, sweetie, so make sure you pay attention to people's actions, and they'll let you know they don't care. Someone who doesn't care is someone who does not deserve your time, your company, your energy, or just you. You know, if we are spiritual, patient beings and we choose the people we want to be around, they should be dope ass people. That's how I feel. Anyways, you know, they could limit the time that they spend with you or refuse plans. Like, say you make plans with a friend and they like totally cancel, and so you're like, okay, well, I'm ready and I got all this stuff to do. Well, they cancel on you, so you make plans again, and then the next time rolls around, they cancel again. It's like, hold on, she done canceled like 3 times, and every time she's on Instagram with, you know, selfies and videos and whatever. Or maybe she's out with her sister, or maybe she's out with like different friends, I don't know. Or a dude, even. You know, if a guy doesn't make time for you, fuck him. He's not worth your time, anyways. And you know what? Beware of losing a true friend, because there are so many things right now that can cause you to lose a true friend. For one, fake friends who come around because of drugs and things like that. Whenever my son died and I got a prescription of Xanax, people were coming around me to try to get my Xanax. And I lost a couple of true friends because I had people coming around me trying to get Xanax. And I thought they were my friends, so I would hang out with them. And they were just there because they wanted a couple free pills, and they would act distraught. And I would think they were going through the same pain that I was, because the pain I felt for my son was, it still is, but, you know, when it had been about a year and it was just unbearable, and I just assumed they felt how I felt, so I would give them my medication, which now I realize is crazy, but it is something I did. I don't know why. Anyway, where were we at? Oh, was that number 1? Oh my god. Let's see. Oh, if someone looks like you're too dumb to know right from right and wrong from wrong, like, do not ever let someone, that was like Roberts, let you change your morals. You know right's right and wrong's wrong. So follow your heart, follow your gut, follow your instincts. Always follow your instincts. You guys, I tell you this all the time. Your instincts are going to be more true to you than any person, any, oh my god, any book, any computer, any phone, anything can be. So follow your gut and follow your instincts. If a motherfucker does not feel right, get away. That's my number 1. That was the number 1 I came up with off of everything, was your instincts. And if, like I said, if something feels off, it's probably because it's off. And people will appear perfect. There are tons of people who appear perfect. And the thing about it is, these people can appear perfect. They can make themselves appear perfect for like a year, or almost a year. Like, I had this guy act like he was, like, I thought this guy was a gift from God. He was perfect. He was the man I was supposed to marry. He was everything. And we were together for like a really long time. I ain't gonna say how long, but like, he had me thinking he was a godsend. And then after I fell in love. It took me about a year to totally fall in love with this guy, and by then he knew my son. And that's all it took to get me, was for my son to be wanting him, asking for him, needing him, and like, you know, it was just horrible that, I don't know. I shouldn't have let that happen, but anyways, don't let that ever happen. Women, if you're a single mom, like, I was a kid at the time. I'm a grown ass married woman now that has more kids and stuff. But at the time, I listened to this man. Ask me, what are you so afraid of? What do you think's gonna happen to you? Are you scared because your ex and all this bullshit? Well, I'd only had, like, 2 relationships that meant a fuck. So, anyways, this will be a story time for some other time. It's a really long video. It's already 20 minutes in. So, happy 420, everybody. Watch out for fakes. Follow that list. If you want me to go over it one more time, right, top. Oh, you know my lip? Yeah, let's get that off there. Anyways, my teeth, my lip. Yeah, follow the list because fakes are everywhere, snakes are everywhere. They will bite you, and your best bet is to avoid them at all costs. If you can avoid a snake, a fake, a fucker, and just have nothing to do with any of that situation, try to do so because, oh my god, the heartbreak is not worth it. I've watched people cry. I've cried myself. I've cried myself to sleep for almost a year straight before over friends and a guy. It was all at once, but it was because I gave up all my friends for a guy and then decided, oh, he's not right for me. I'm going to break up with him. And had no friends to hang out with. So there was that. But like I said, that's a story time for another time. I love you guys so much. Happy 420. I'll see you guys at 420 this afternoon. And mwah, cheers. Try the platinum gelato. It's really good. I know you guys can tell. I'm buzzing. And this is a sativa. I guess that's why I feel like I want to laugh and shit, and I want to tell you guys a funny story so bad, but this video, like I said, is already super long, so I'm gonna let you guys go.